everyone, and welcome back. Thanks for tuning in. So today's video is going to be a story time. I've never done a story time before because, to be honest, everything that has happened in my life that has been like crazy and out of the box is kind of like really personal in a way. Like everything that has happened to me is like either not exciting or too exciting and too drama filled and too personal that like I feel like it would offend a lot of people, so I just don't do those videos. But something happened to me the other day and I just felt like I needed to share it because it was so disturbing and so annoying, and it's just honestly quite frightening because if someone who has this profession would be as bold to do this, then that kind of leaves me feeling like I'm vulnerable to anyone doing this type of thing to me. Okay, so before I start this story time about this crazy ass taxi driver, make sure you subscribe to my channel if you're not already subscribed. That way I can know that these story times and these videos are actually entertaining. That's one good way to let me know. Also comment and let me know about time that you have dealt with this type of situation and like what you did to kind of make yourself feel better or like handle the situation. Please let me know. And also like if you like this video. So I'm just gonna shut up with all that and get right into telling you the story. So basically, I just got accepted to FIT, and this was the last day of the orientation. And I was in the city hanging out with my boyfriend. We were on St. Mark's Place. If you know where that is, and if you know where FIT is, you can kind of get the idea as to why I got in a taxi in the first place. If you're familiar with the New York area, New York City area, you'll understand that like St. Mark's is on one avenue and you'd have to take a train or walk a pretty far distance to get to the train that you would need to be right in front of where FIT is. So instead of taking two trains or walking really far, I just decided, okay, let me just take a $15 cab. My boyfriend was actually telling me to take the cab, to be honest, because he just likes it better when I'm in cabs rather than walking or taking the train, and he likes to take cabs as well. So yeah, recently we just been getting into cabs and taking cabs. That's like our thing now. So basically he told me to get into the cab, and I was like, okay, fine, whatever. He paid for the cab for me, which is plus. And yeah, I was giving him a kiss goodbye, you know, sayonara, saying bye, whatever. He was going back to work and I was going to my school. And basically, I thought this guy kind of saw that, but he didn't see it, I guess, from my opinion. You know, I'm thinking everything's cool, whatever. So I tell him the location and everything's cool until he starts talking to me and being really friendly. And at first I thought, okay, maybe this guy's just trying to get a tip. Because you know, like when taxi drivers, when they want to get a tip, like New York City taxi drivers, those guys, they talk to you, they try to entertain you just to get a little bit more tip from you. You know what I mean? To have an excuse, just ask you a lot of questions. This guy was doing that. He was asking me so many questions, asking me if I've ever been out of the country, which was kind of like a red flag to me, but I was just thinking, okay, this guy really wants a tip. He started talking about how he has been to places in Manhattan, but he has been here so long, and since he's a taxi driver, he's only driven to places, driven past. He's never actually been there because he can't afford it. So at this point, I'm thinking, wow, okay, he really is trying to get a tip. He's talking about, you know, where have you been, trying to get all personal, make me feel good and comfortable, and at the same time talking about he can't afford shit. So I'm like, okay, this guy really is poor and he needs money, or if he's not poor, he just wants a little extra money to help him out, whatever. So I'm like, okay, that's cool. Whatever. Then he starts saying, do you speak French? A lot of black people, they speak French. Where are you from? Where are you from? And I'm just explaining to him, no, I mean, yeah, of course there are black people who speak French, but I'm actually American. Like, my full background is American. My parents are Southern. Both my mom and my dad's side come from down south, around the South Carolina and Georgia area. So I'm American, African American completely. And he's just like, okay, sure, that's cool, whatever, blah, 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 blah. Then he starts getting really personal, saying he likes my earrings, and he's giving me all these compliments, and I'm just like, okay, this shit is really weird. And the funny part about it is that he's doing it as I get closer and closer to my destination. So I'm just like, okay, this shit's really weird, but at least I'm close to my destination, and I can just get the hell out of the car. And literally, like, the whole time he was talking to me, which is annoying because I'll be honest with you, I don't really like to talk when I'm in the car. I just kind of like to look out the window and just like sightsee, I guess. It's weird. Even places that I'm very familiar with, especially from downtown, I just like to sit in the car and just look up at amazing buildings and just things that I see around me, the lights. It was around nighttime, it was getting dark, so of course the city is lit at night. No pun intended, it's lit the fuck up. Y'all know that. So I was just kind of wanting to be in my own space and just zone out for a second. And plus I was kind of excited, so I was thinking about like the trip that I was supposed to go on, because my school was, but for the last day of the orientation, my school was having like ice skating trip. So that's where I was on my way to. And when I'm getting closer and closer, he just starts getting even more like just weird. And he's just like asking me my name. And then he's like saying, "You're very beautiful. You're so cute. You're so sweet." Then this asshole decides to say, "Since I'm not going to see you anymore," mind you, this is after I've already paid. So I'm like just waiting for him to give me like the receipt thing and all of that. Like I've already put my card up in there. I'm ready to just get the hell out of his car. So this asshole is asking me for my number, which is already kind of crazy. But get this, Ya's not even ready for what he asked me for next. So I was like, no, I cannot. That was my boyfriend. You didn't see him. He's like, oh, wow, that's your boyfriend? Really? That was a guy? Trying to be funny or something like that, because my boyfriend has really big curly hair. I don't know if that's what he was getting at. I don't know if he really saw him or not. But this guy decides to ask me for a kiss. He says, "Since I'm not going to see you again and we cannot be friends, can you give me a kiss?" I'm just like, yo, are you serious? Even a taxi driver is that crazy to ask me for a kiss? So I'm just like, no, I'm sorry, I have to go. I'm sorry, I have to go. And I feel so stupid that I did not get his license plate and like that thing that they have in the back to like certify, like to show you that he's like certified, or he has like his taxi driving license or whatever it's called. And I'm so crazy, like I just felt so crazy that I didn't get his like that information so I can like report him. And like I just felt so uncomfortable. And now I'm just so, I don't know, I'm just really apprehensive to get in any taxi cab now, because I just feel like, I don't know, like I understand, I'm not even gonna say I understand, but like I would feel a little bit less taken back if it was a random guy on the street, or like some crazy guy on the street or somebody like that. But the fact that he's a taxi driver, somebody who's supposed to be taking this job with like some dignity and like actually trying to make people feel safe, he's actually making someone feel not safe. And you work for the city, and it's just weird, like to have that type of job and you're really gonna ask me for a kiss. Like, okay, the number is something I'm a little bit more not comfortable with, but I'm more familiar with it. Like it's happened to me before. I've had people, like people who've been on their job, on the clock, asking me for my number, me on the clock, and they asking me for my number. Like I understand that, but you're a taxi driver and you ask me for a kiss? That's just so weird. And I just told you I have a boyfriend. Like, where are you from? Like, what are you doing? And like, you can tell I'm young and you look mad old, like you're already balding and shit. Like, please go get yourself checked out. Please go get yourself help mentally, because there's something wrong with you. You're a perv and you need to go get yourself help. So honestly, I wish, the more that I'm thinking about it, you can see it's getting me really pissed off. And I hope he can see this video. I doubt it, because something tells me he doesn't watch YouTube videos. And why would he watch like mine? I don't know. But I just feel like that's just so creepy. Like, I don't know. And like these weird things just don't usually happen to me. Like I've had things like this happen to me when I was younger, but I was so stupid back then. But now I feel like this is not a hitchhike. Like this is a taxi driver. Like, I don't know. Maybe I'm dragging it. I don't know. You guys let me know in the comments if you think that I'm being a little crazy, or I'm being a little like, I don't know, like if you think I'm being too much, too extra. But I don't know, has this ever happened to you before? Has a taxi driver ever tried to kiss you or try to ask you for a kiss? And I forgot to mention that his head was like inside of the box. That box that is like you're in the back. This is the box thing to try to protect the taxi driver or something like that. Meanwhile, I needed the protection because this guy's head was like, at this point, he had stopped the car because I was about to get out. He was turned this way, like his head was out, and he was like, his head was outside the box coming, you know, behind it. And I'm just like, I don't know, it just really creeped me out. And like I said, maybe I'm dragging it. I don't know, you guys let me know. But that was my story. If it wasn't entertaining to you, sorry. Like I said, not a lot of entertaining things happen in my life, but I just thought that was kind of crazy. And if you did enjoy this video, you already know you can give me a thumbs up. You can subscribe if you want to. I already mentioned this, but do it if you want to. Do it if you can. And also, like I said, just comment and let me know so that I don't feel so alone in this situation. And also let me know if you like these types of stories. I mean, like I said, not a lot of things happen to me. I can get a little more personal if that's something you guys are interested in. It's not really going to be like, oh my gosh, I was the side chick. Oh my gosh, story time. My man was gay. Like, I don't have those stories to tell you guys, thank God, because that's kind of too much drama for me, for my personal liking. But I do have personal stories, personal things to tell you guys if you want to know about them, things that happen in my life. Kind of like, yeah, you know, just like personal things that I used to go through when I was younger. I could tell you those things. Fine, I have no problem with it. But just letting y'all know now, I'm not going to have no crazy ratchet story times for y'all because I'm just not a ratchet person like that. I mean, I could get ratchet. Don't get it twisted. But overall, I don't have a ratchet life. So I'm sending so much love your way, and I will see you in my next video, okay? Bye!